Hello, 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 hello again to some of you. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Everything is great. I hope you're all doing great. I don't really have a big field of view. Is I can't see you guys. Oh, hello. There you are. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Jeff. I was gonna move it downstairs. We got this earlier today. We had a channel member stream, just a short little cheeky channel member stream, and I was like, I should probably move this downstairs and unbox it downstairs because this is as wide as this camera gets in terms of the angle. But yeah, we got the Core 1L. So here's the thing. The original plan was I wanted to speed race it. I want to see how quick we can get this out of the box and get it printing. But then I realized I think I have to do a firmware update on it because this is like a literally just rolled off the assembly line one. And I have a link here from PRUSA like, hey, make sure you update it. So let me download it. Let me download the firmware that I need to put on here. Latest firmware. 6.5.1. There we go. Let me download that. Scanning for viruses. Okay. There we go. I think that's it. And then we do have I already have PRUSA Slicer set up. Flashlights firmware upload to the USB and restart the printer. This includes VFP Pro. Sweet. So we got PRUSA Slicer already set up. I've already gone ahead. I've jumped ahead in the queue. We already have PRUSA Slicer set up. So it's not out of the box yet. I think what we're going to do is we're going to see how quickly we can get it set up. Then we're going to pause the timer, flash the firmware, and then resume the setup. But we've already got it set up. So are we just going to go right into it? Let's just go right into it. I want to get this printing. I really want to get this printing. This showed up yesterday on the stream yesterday, and it was like, I want to open it. This has been sitting in my house for 24 hours and I haven't opened it yet. I want it. So we'll do that in a second. First things first, hey, every stream we give away a spool of POLYMAKER filament. Link in the video description. Go down there, enter for your chance. And on top of that, I want to give a huge shout out to PRUSA. PRUSA did send me this printer free of charge for testing and evaluation and to make YouTube content with and yada, yada, yada. Insert disclosure here. This is not a paid review. Obviously, this is live, so they're not seeing it beforehand. So there you go there. And if you are interested in getting yourself a PRUSA Core 1L, or you're just interested in getting anything else from PRUSA because they are running a Black Friday sale right now. I do have a link in the video description. It's like the first link. It is an affiliate link. You will save some money and you will help support the channel at the same time. Okay, let's get this unboxed. So I'm gonna put this on the ground because you have to put it on the ground to take it out of the box. There are instructions on the top. Oh, of course I knocked the thing over as I do this. Oh my God. I have room on the ground. Where is the ground? Oh my God. Ugh. You know what's funny? It's lighter than the Core 1. It's just bigger. Got my kniff. Okay, let's open this box. So it's actually I think it's half a kilogram. It's half a kilogram lighter than the standard Core 1. So if this is the Core 1L, is that a Core 1M? Are we just gonna, have we decided on a naming convention for the standard Core 1 now? Is it just, there's Core 1 and Core 1L. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a bed. It's a sateen bed. We got a power cable. We've got ourselves a manual along with, thank you for purchasing a Core 1L. It was given to me, but there you go. I still love how PRUSA gives you the book still. You still get the book. You still get all the stickers. You still get like the guide on how everything works and everything. Fully illustrated guide. I love this shit. There you go. The most important thing, we got some gummies here. Unfortunately, you don't get the 1 kilogram bag like you do with the XL. We do have a neck extruder PRUSA nozzle hardened. So this is interesting. This is a in-house nozzle. So this isn't like an Obsidian nozzle. This is the PRUSA in-house hardened nozzle. I will probably be running with this eventually, but for now, we got our thumb drive. Let me put the firmware on the thumb drive. Put the firmware on the thumb drive. Does this computer work with the thumb drive? Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, so my dongle I don't trust. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we got 6.5.1, so let's delete that. Delete. I'm just moving some firmware over. Downloads. Okay, so we got the newest firmware on there. Okay. So, what we do now, unplug this, unplug that. Got the firmware on there. We have the buddy camera. So we have our buddy camera. So we have a sticker. And we have our buddy camera. We have that. We also have our spool holder. Core 1 series spool holder. Ooh. We have our gubbins. All our PRUSA tools and everything. Some grease, some a pin thing, some extra rivets. So this is just some extra stuff. The testing protocol. You gonna set one? Yeah, I meant like, I meant the concept of a timer. I'm not actually timing it. Okay, so now we take this out. You know what really sucks? You know what really sucks? Today was garbage day. So now I have to hang on to all this cardboard for like a week. Okay, so if you've never unboxed a Core 1, it comes in a cardboard box with cardboard box handles. So here, let me take a picture. There is a lot of room. So there was a bit of a ding in my box. It got nowhere near the PRUSA Core 1L. Okay, so. Oh my God. There we go. There we go. So now, move this box out of the way. Come on. This box is huge. Oh, I'm so giving this to my kid to do kid stuff with. Okay. So which way up? What, I gotta flip it up. So 1, 2, 3. Now I gotta flip it up. Which way is up? I'm assuming this is bottom. Does it say which way up on here? It doesn't say which way up. Be nice if there was a sticker that said which way up, but essentially we do this now. Okay, so we flip it up, find your knife. I'm assuming this way up because the slot's at the bottom, yeah. Okay, cut that. That. I'm hitting my key. Oh. Hey, look, some PRUSA. This is the new PRUSA, by the way, with the reusable spool. And look, they're Core 1L. Pull them out. Most of the packaging is this black foam or oh, did they? Oh, look at this. Ready? Ready? They gave me a handle. Okay, how do I? Ready? Let's slide the box so I have more room. Look at that. They give you a little handle down here that you hold as you slide it out of the box. Okay, that cardboard box over there. Oh my God. There we go. There we go. Oh, probably should have left that on. Okay. Do not clean parts. Do not clean clear panels with IPA. Use only alcohol-free cleaners. Okay. That. That. Board. Board. Oh, there is a zip tie on one. There is a zip tie. We do have a zip tie. Where are my zip tie cutters? Are they on the other side? They are on the other side, and I got to... Okay, I'm not climbing over that wall. There we go. Look, ready? Uncle Jesse test. We're good. Passes the Uncle Jesse test. We're good. Okay, so these are held on with zip ties. Okay, we do have 3 screws we got to remove. They are M3 screws that hold the bed down. Okay. Take that out. And these are just regular screws. These don't screw into plastic. These are actual like M3 screws. So you can reuse these. Uncle Jesse blow the door off? No, if you don't know what the Uncle Jesse test is, basically a couple years back, I can't remember which printer it was. I think it was a Creality, I can't remember. But Uncle Jesse got a printer and he was unboxing it on a live stream, I think it was a live stream. And he like tilted the printer and the door opened up and it swung open. It was tempered glass and it just exploded. So the Uncle Jesse test is my official, where I swing the door of the printer open to see if it shatters. Okay, so this, I'm assuming we take these bumpers off. Just kind of shove the wires back under there. And this is just held on with a magnet, I believe. Yep, there you go. The reason this is held on with a magnet, 1, it packs up nicer, and 2, if you tilt the printer over, you don't break the screen because it's just held on with a magnet. So it just moves. So you just, there you go. So you don't break anything. Okay, let's put a bed on it. A nice, beautiful sateen bed. That bed. Fun fact, 300 by 300, you can use this on your Voron. Make sure it's all nice and clean. So if you haven't seen inside of here, if you didn't see the video, the Core 1 uses, that is a aluminum bed. That is a cast aluminum bed. There are magnets in here. They are pocketed magnets. So they're machined, there's pockets machined in the aluminum and then the magnets are put in. And these are really strong magnets and they got extra magnets in the corner. Also, the feet on this are, this thing has some grippers. Okay, so we're good there. Put you in there. Put the SD card in here. Okay, I probably should have left the cardboard on it so I could slide it around. Let's install the buddy cam. This should be relatively simple. I think it's just USB. Yeah, just USB-C. So we have, oh, they got a little plug for it here. So you just kind of plug that in. And then with the almighty power of magnets, it just kind of sits up in the corner. Oh. Take off the little cover. Okay. There we go. I think that's it. Oh, can't forget spool holder. So this was something I mentioned while I was seeing it at PRUSA in Prague. The spool holder is easily replaceable, but it's still only a 1 kilogram spool holder. So you could print an extension part, or you can easily probably print something that would go in here, cough, cough, RFID, cough, cough. But it's still only a 1 kilogram spool holder. Yeah, so that's that. Oh man, it sounds like a beached whale when I do that. Okay, let me get some power. Where is the other end of this power cable? There it is. Okay, so we got some power. We're gonna plug it in now. And turn it on. Printer is on. New firmware, file, flash. So we're flashing the firmware. We got some new firmware. So flashing the firmware. Unfortunately, here, let me grab my mobile camera. Oh, who left all these boxes here in the way? Seriously, who left all these boxes in the way? No, don't drop the box into the camera. Arts and crafts, arts and crafts. I love me some arts. Arts and crafts, there we go. Okay. So how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Oh, I heard a beep. I heard a beep, 1 second. Okay, setup. English. Hi, this is your PRUSA Core 1L printer. I would like to guide you through the setup process. Okay, Joe. First, we want to connect it. Wi-Fi. Okay. Yes, so we want to connect it with... I know Wi-Fi connection failed. PRUSA. How do I add a printer? Add a printer. Yes, add a printer. Open PRUSA app on your phone. Go to set up printer for Wi-Fi. Okay. So I think I need to update my app. How do I update my app? I'm realizing my app doesn't have Core 1 in it, or Core 1L. I might have to update the app. Settings. How do you update the PRUSA app? About? How do you... You know what? I'll just tell it's a Core 1. I don't think it'll matter. Yeah, it's totally a Core 1. Okay. So we're gonna connect you to this Wi-Fi. And continue. Put this on send via NFC. Okay, Wi-Fi is set up. Connect it to app. Waiting for the QR code. Okay. Yeah, it's connected to site B. Yeah, you're... Did it not? Scan networks, yeah. One second. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I think I accidentally canceled it. I mean, it's basically the same setup as okay, what's going on here? Skip network setup. Do you want to enable door sensor safety? No. Caution, disabling the sensor. Yes, disable the sensor. I don't like the door sensor. I'm not a fan. Okay, we're done. Printer's ready to print. I don't know why the Wi-Fi didn't want to connect. I'm wondering if it's because I set it up as a Core 1. Settings, let's try again. Let's try it again. Network. Yeah, it's on Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Access point. Huh. No access point signal. It is not showing Wi-Fi. It's connected to Wi-Fi, but it's not showing Wi-Fi. Uno momento, por favor, biblioteca. Let's try a reset. Maybe something... Missed something? Yeah, the Wi-Fi module's installed. That's why I went back there. Yeah, the Wi-Fi module's there. Okay. So... Oh, it's showing the Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, let's try. Are we on Wi-Fi? It's showing a little Wi-Fi thingy. Network. Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. Oh, I just had to restart it. Okay. So we're on Wi-Fi. PRUSA link. Yeah. Okay, so PRUSA Connect. Let's add it to PRUSA Connect. Yeah, I know you failed. Add that one. It's connected. Core 1. We're just gonna call it a Core 1. Okay. Enable PRUSA Connect. Add printer to Connect. Registering the printer to PRUSA Connect. Come on. I don't know if I can add it to PRUSA Connect yet. Like, I don't know if it's in, like, if the actual have the whole thing set up yet. Or if I got to sneaker net it. Because I don't think the PRUSA Connect public app supports this yet. Yeah, registering the printer. Oh, here we go. Scan the QR code. Okay. There we go. We are going to call this printer Coral. It is Coral. Location, garage. Finish. Printer successfully added. View printers. So there we go. We have Coral. Coral. Okay, let's load some filament in it and print. Oh wait, let's actually calibrate the belts. Manual belt tuning. Continue. Okay, we're gonna tension the belts. Okay, continue. Move the print into the front. Check there's no gap between. Boom. Boom. Okay. Okay, we're good there. Continue. Gonna home. Okay, continue. We will do the upper belt first. Can you see it? Can you see the belts flickering? That is cool, eh? So right there. And now this is the lower belt. That is so cool, eh? So it's basically strobing the lights to a frequency. So it's making the belts vibrate and it's strobing the lights. So you could see the belts literally doing this. Like here, I'll see if I can get it on my phone here. It is. Yeah, so it's strobe here. Let's see if I can get the lights to go. Yeah, so depending on there. Yeah. Okay. So that. Turn both screws 5/8 of a turn. Okay. So that is just over halfway between there and there. There. There's half, 5/8. There we go. Belts are tensioned. So both our belts are properly tensioned now. Let's load some printer chow in it. Let's load some printer chow in it. What are we going to print? Let's print some PRUSA orange PLA, because why not? 5/8 of a turn? Yeah. It's like tighten each belt 5/8 of a turn and your belt tension. A little over half. Yep. So one thing they added is I didn't think I mentioned in the video, there's a switch in here that you can push and it basically moves the limit switch that's in here out of the way so you can load flexibles easier. There we go, loaded. How does it compare? 300 by 300 by 330. So this is PLA. So it's gonna load some PLA filament. Let me see if I can get this set up here. Where am I gonna put this guy? So let's get this mobile camera set up. Get the mobile camera set up. While that's loading. Okay. Mobile camera. I actually have a dedicated mobile camera setup now. I have so much cardboard. Why did garbage day have to be yesterday? Why was it yesterday instead of today? Or correction, why was it today instead of tomorrow? Go. Okay, are we loaded? Nope, we're still loading. Okay. It's heavy. Oh, it's doing stuff. Mobile. Bearded Printer gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciated. Are we loaded? We are loaded. And there was some white filament in there. So, let's see what we have on here for printed files. Let's see what sliced files are already on here. What do you have for printed files? Let's see. Or door. You can move the door. You can move the door from one side to the other, but I'm gonna have it on this side mostly, so I'm not gonna move it. Okay, let's see. What do we got for prints? We got keychain, water dragon, simple wallet, rules, whatever that means, rocket engine, spatula, ooh, knight helmet, core 1L. How long is that print? 1 day, 8 hours, 48 minutes. Okay, that's a bit too long. Robot torso. Oh, that's the new test print. Yeah. Bonkers. There's a print on here called Bonkers, and it's an 8-minute print. Core 1L Bonkers. And it's an 8-minute print. You guys want to print Bonkers? I don't know what Bonkers is. There's just a print on here called Bonkers, and it's 8 minutes. What is it? Fun fact, that was hot. Probably shouldn't have done that. Didn't realize the nozzle was hot. It's a benchy. Apparently it's an 8-minute benchy. I'm assuming it's not speed benchy rules though. Also, I have the grill open. Oh, that's what it did. That's what it was doing at the beginning there. I had the grill closed. It opened the grill just there. Did you see that little move that it did? That was opening the grill, the vent on the top. It opens automatically now. So, Bill's here. Hi, Bill. Okay, so we're waiting for the nozzle to heat up to 170. Did I take all 3 screws out? I did, right? I think I did. Hopefully I did. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem. Raise that bed up. Every time I see a printer bed go up and down, I just want to play. Who remembers Price is Right? The where you have to guess the price of something, and every time you're off by a couple dollars, it moves up the hill. And then if you're over too much, it falls off the end. It's like oh do do day oh do. I can't remember what that game's called. I want my printers to play that song as it raises and lowers the bed. I don't know why, but I just want them to do that. Look how thick that bed is. If you're wondering how thick the bed is, it is approximately, it's a 6 mil bed. So it's a 6 mil bed. And also there's fans underneath it. So there's fans under it for circulating the air in the chamber. Okay, so what are we doing now? Nozzle cleaning. Let's raise this up ever so slightly. I think I just raised it. Where's my, how do I raise this? Oh, is this lock? There's the lock. There we go. There's lock for that. There we go. So as you can see, for all those wondering at home, this bar doesn't block your view of the first layer. Additive Atom, 2 years. 2 years. Dang. Remember, we do have the filament giveaway at the end of stream, so if you haven't entered for that, check out the link in the video description. If you want to learn more about this printer, like actually look at the spec sheets and whatnot, the first link in the description is a link to PRUSA. It is affiliate link disclosure, but it is a link to the PRUSA website to check it out if you want to get one of these. A black diamond. Why would I add some cheese to it? I mean a black diamond. It comes with a hardened nozzle that we can put in. So it does come with a hardened nozzle. Oops. Okay, so waiting for the hot end, 235C. Do the parts for vent open and close look easy to upgrade? It honestly, yeah, it doesn't look like it would be too hard. Okay, so it's got a purge like the XL there. So this is a benchy with lightning infill in one wall, I think. Is it just one wall? Yeah. It's a lightning infill benchy in one wall. Have you had a chance to get your hands on the LDO all-wheel drive kit? I have not. So you want to know what's great? You want to know what's great? Wait. Filters. Oh wait, no, that's me. Yeah, filters. That's the ambient noise of this machine going all out. That's ambient. No noise cancellation there, or filtering. I'm gonna turn it back on, but that ain't bad. Is it more quiet compared to the Core 1? I don't know. Honestly, the Core 1s are already pretty quiet. Although I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit this on the shelf. Let me just double check. So that is, it's a hair under 25 inches tall. So it's about 635 millimeters tall. And the shelf I have right here is not tall enough. It's 600. So this is gonna have to live on this shelf, I think. Yeah. So it's gonna have to live on the bottom shelf. Is there Vorons? Yeah. Like it is legitly like quiet. Like no, you know, as the kiddies would say, no capping for real. This is a quiet printer. This is a quiet printer. Also, this is a dumb speed benchy, just so you guys are aware. So we got dual fans on the back. Are the fans bigger? I can't remember. Also, they did give me some goodies. Full disclosure, PRUSA did provide me some goodies with the printer. One of them is the advanced core filtration system. So this just goes on the back of the printer and it gives you a carbon charcoal filter. Joe is here? Is Joe here? Where's Joe at? Where is Joe at? Is Joe here? Where's he at? I don't see him in chat. Haribos? Oh yeah, I got some gummies. I got some gummies. How does this go in? I'm assuming it goes in this way. No fish? No. No. But, you know, we got the fish. He is here. I don't see him in chat. Where is he in chat? I don't know. YouTube did the thing where it doesn't show like usernames anymore. Oh, there's Joe. There's Joe. Yeah, that's Joe. Hi, Joe. Yeah, that's Joe, I think. So yeah, it's the fish. So just so you guys are aware, the outer frame is still steel. Fish will still stick, okay? But the panels themselves are aluminum now. So the panels are aluminum. So that's how they make the printer a kilogram lighter, or half a kilogram lighter, but being bigger. And it's honestly not that much bigger. It is honestly not that much bigger. Fish resistant. Yeah, the panels are fish resistant now, unfortunately. They are a little fish resistant, is what it is. How was the travel back? I'm flying all around now. Honestly, the travel back wasn't too bad. I got back, I ran into no issues on the flight back, but like, okay, we'll work off my time zone. I left home. I left Prague at midnight my time, and then I woke up in Prague midnight my time, and I finished the day streaming because I decided to do a stream when I got back from that trip. Also, thank you again for bringing me out for the unveiling of this and all that. It was super fun. I know you've been traveling, Mr. What was the award you got? That like, you got a fancy award, like an award. Okay, where does this plug in? There's a plug for this. I gotta look into it. Gotta look into that. We'll do that another day, I think. Put that on. Why did I read this as Prusa Core 1 lunchbox? It's coral. It's coral. It's coral. We have officially named it coral, for those that don't know. I'm slicing something right now. Yeah. Yep, so coral's there. Material doesn't match. I know material doesn't match. There we go. Benchy is done. Benchy is done. Did not make more time to hang out. I crashed after the presentation. Dude, that's fair. You did a good job with the presentation. That was a cool little thing you did. So again, this is an 8-minute speed benchy. It is not speed benchy rules, but it was a speed benchy. So behold, 8-minute benchy. This camera is not good for close-ups, but there you go. It's a benchy. Okay. So let's do an actual print. Let's do an actual print. What else do we have on here? Because there's a bunch of included prints, but I don't want to do anything that takes too long. 1L, 3 hours, simple wallet, rules. The rocket engine, spatula, night helmet. What is the night helmet? Oh, that's a full-on night helmet. 625 grams of PLA. That is a full-on night helmet. I need some silver for that. You know what? We're gonna do that. Let's see. Do I have some silver filament? Do I have some silver? I got marble. Do I have silver anywhere? You guys give me silver? Or gray? That's all PC. Do I have any gray? Do I have any silver filament? I mean, we could go YOLO, go for broke. Go YOLO for broke. What's this? What's this? This is ASA. Galaxy Black. Galaxy Black. We could do orange. Do I have silver somewhere? Do I have a silver PLA anywhere? I don't think I have silver anywhere. Let me see the other box of filament you guys sent. Trying to package these pretty tight. PLA, Galaxy Black. Pet G. Pet G. Pet G. Black. Red. Black. It's all Galaxy Black. I mean, we could do Galaxy Black. Or Marble. You guys want to do Marble? Let's do Marble. Let's do Marble. Marble gray. That'll work for a helmet. This means that this printer won't be able to move for a day because it's a day-long print, but filament. Unload filament. Print it in black and rub it with graphite. Ooh. No, I got this. This will be nice. It's a marble gray. That'll work. Okay, so that's unloaded. Who is that? Marcel gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers, Marcel. Appreciate it. There we go. There we go. Loading that. Inserting. PLA. Waiting for temperature. You're testing a sweat vest, like a vest for sweating in? How much does this printer weigh? I believe it's like the shipping weight was, let me see here, specs. Where's weight? Weight. Main board. Where's the weight? Sensors, printing. Is there a weight? It weighs roughly as much as a Core 1. It's a little bit less than a Core 1 because it's aluminum panels versus steel. 22 kilograms. Okay, there you go. 22 kilograms. So it's less than a Core 1. So Joe, if you're still here, are you all ready for Form Next? Just jet setting around everywhere before Form Next, or is that the next big thing you're going to? Yeah, the main outer frame is still steel, so it should be as rigid, but these panels are now aluminum. The panels are aluminum. So instead of these being steel, they're now aluminum. Yes, that was correct purge amount. So. Oh yeah, the other printer's printing. Shoot, let me go check on it. Forgot. We good? Yeah. Okay, we're good there. Okay, so that's good. Print. What is this water dragon print? Oh, that looks cool. But we're gonna do the helmet. Let's do the helmet. Let's do the helmet. Knight helmet, Core 1L. Print. So watch. Okay. Let's see, watch. So the vent is closed right now, okay? The vents are closed right now. Joe might be at SEMA. Oh, is he at SEMA right now? Oh, yeah, that's right. PRUSA's at SEMA right now. I think Mandic's there too. Mandic, really. Are the bottoms of the side panels flat? What do you mean, like? Oh, I see what you mean. So there's that cutout in that one. In this one, yeah, there's still a little bit of, you could still kind of get under them a bit. You can still kind of get under them a bit. So. Okay, waiting for the hot end to turn to 170. Masami Hirosaka is at SEMA. I have no idea who he is. I'm assuming that's a character from Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, so watch. So it does its little homey home. Okay, brings the bed up. Now I think it should open the vents. Unless there's like a flag where it assumes the vents are open, because that's what it did on the last print. I have no idea. Waiting for the bed to get to 60. Are you coming to Smurf in UK? Yes. I should be coming to Smurf. I just need to confirm a sponsorship and then I'll be there. Down Under Maker, there's no checking for chamber temps. It's purely a G-code thing. The open and close event is basically the starting G-code of so let's see if it actually checks the vent. Because I don't know how the demo G-code in here. I don't know if all the prints are sliced with like the newest version of the slicer that has it. I don't know. Because I can't remember if it did this before or after. But it's probing the whole bed right now because this is a big print. But the open and close the vent, all it is a little tab right here that opens and closes it. So it's a little tab here, and you can see the little stick on top of the tool head there. Okay. All it does is there's on G-code for materials that want venting, so PLA and PETG basically, and TPU. The starting G-code just has open vent, which whatever that move is to open the vent. And then for stuff like nylons, PC, ABS, ASA, the starting G-code has close vent, which is just whatever the G-code is for a movement that closes the vent. So it's not, I really like it because it's very analog. You don't need to worry about having an additional microcontroller or servo or some fancy motion thing that can break or fail at some point or need replacing. It is literally just the tool head moves and the vents open and close. So I'm all for that kind of stuff. Which means it also should be pretty simple to retrofit it onto a Core 1. Look at it go. So it's doing a mesh of the whole bed here because we're printing I don't know, how long is this print? This is a 1-day, 8-hour print. We are printing a full-size helmet right now. Still on the fence if the vent system is smart or an afterthought. It's smart. Because it already had the vents. The Core 1 has the vents. So the vents have been around since this design initially. So it's like, okay, we need to open and close the vents. Well, we can either add a servo, okay, and add controller, the habit, a MOSFET, all this circuitry, whatever to control that. Or we could just print a little thingy that sticks up and just have a tab it hooks into. They both accomplish the same thing. One is a lot less harder to break and is a lot more redundant. Like, as long as it's like when I say when a company advertises, hey, we have a printer with a chamber heater and it gets to 60 Celsius. And it's like, cool. You should be advertising your chamber temperature, not that you have a chamber heater. Because a lot of the time when you advertise a chamber heater, to me, that reads that your chamber kind of sucks and it's not enclosed well or insulated well and you're bleeding a lot of heat. So to get to 60, you need to add additional heat to the system. So printers should just advertise that. I don't care how you get that chamber temperature, just get it. So the fact that you advertise you have a heater is like, okay, so you're leaking heat. You need more heat in the system, which means more power. Whereas this, you know, there is no additional chamber heater, but they claim it'll get to 60 in here. So we'll see. So that, you know, this already has a heater. It's called the bed. Actually, I want to see if I can figure out how many watts is the bed. Does it say how big the heater is for the bed? Electronics, extruder, controls, accessories, connectivity, sensors, printing. It's okay, let's see. Parts and accessories. I don't think they have Core 1 beds on the site yet. I don't think they have Core 1L beds, heat bed. Yeah, the heat bed isn't on the site yet. I know it's 300 by 300. I'm wondering what the wattage is. That's what I'm wondering about. Very curious about the aluminum bed. Part of the reason is a bed this big, it's a lot easier to keep it from warping. I don't have any firsthand experience, but I have heard a lot of issues with flat beds on a lot of other big printers. Okay, so maybe I missed the G code, or maybe this print doesn't have the G code to open the vents, but I had to open the vent manually. But the last print we did, it opened the vent. So I don't know if there's like some sort of else if going on in there, or it assumed the vent was already open because the previous print opened the vent, or what. But unplug it and measure the, well, I'd have to like go into the electronics bay in the back and all that, which I really don't want to yet. I will say that first layer looking pretty good. How does it doesn't flick it by accident? Over travel. It's simply the tool head can move further than the bed, so it over travels. So it's not really an issue. It's quite simple, I'm assuming. Yeah, so essentially it moves into an area you don't normally print in to open and close the vent. So we got 427 people here. What the heck? Who are all you people? If you're new here, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. We do 3 streams a week on here, mostly 3D printing related. Okay. And I don't know, what else am I supposed to say? I want to have a big audience. Oh, you want to help support the channel, content creator, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. That's really cool. What is going on over here? Oh, I'm doing flow calibration tests on the Venture XL right now. Trying to figure out what the max flow rate of PLA I can push out of it reliably before it starts getting uggo. What are we printing? There is a Knight's helmet in the G code that came with the printer. It is a full helmet that'll take over a day to print. So we're printing that. Why? I don't know. Why not? It's boring when it's like, hey, look, I got a printer. Look, I printed a Benchy. I mean, it printed a Benchy in 8 minutes. It's hollow, but it printed a Benchy in 8 minutes. Behold, Benchy. But all printers can print Benchies. What better way to test a printer than to take it out of the box, throw filament at it, and give it a 36-hour print to start? Do it that way. Let's get to 1 million views on the stream. That is not happening. That is not happening. Is it a helmet from Kingdom Come? I don't know. It's just Knight helmet. Let me check PRUSA printables. Let me see if it's on Night Helmet. It's just called Night Helmet. Like, I don't know which helmet it is. I'm assuming it's this one, maybe? Because unfortunately it doesn't show the demo image. I think it's this one. It might be this helmet. Maybe it's a version of this helmet to fit on the Core 1. L, to fit on the Coral. Yeah, I think it's this one. So we're printing this. Cool. Steve's here. Hi, Steve. My first print on my Voron was a calibration cube, then an 18-hour print. I know. That's the thing, like, if you know, printing a bunch of little knickknack stuff, like, yeah, I could have printed a Flexi Dragon or, like, the little gargoyle that I like, but it's like, you know what? We're just gonna send it. We're just gonna send it. I'd rather buy an XL than a Core 1. It depends on what you want. Like, if you know you're only printing with one material, the Core 1L makes a bit more sense. Getting a PRUSA XL for one tool doesn't make sense. You want an XL because you want a tool changer. Like, let's be honest. If you want just a big dumb printer with a single nozzle, there are cheaper ways to go about that. I mean, heck, Venture XL, build a Venture XL for under $2 grand. Although you're gonna have to replace all the electronics. It makes sense if I could buy more heads later. You can, but it's not like, if you watch the presentation that PRUSA did when they announced this printer, they spoke about the XL because the XL was part of the presentation. And they're like, yeah, most people who buy the one buy another head. Like, only like 8%, I think, of all Core 1s out there, or correction, XLs out there are single tool XLs. Like, something like 65% of them are 5 tools. So. Where's my gamer subs? There's my gamer subs. Can you show the cam? Yeah. It's right here. I haven't set it up yet. I don't have it actually set up because you have to go in and set it up with RFID and whatnot. So I just haven't set it up yet. But it's quite simple. All you got to do is like have the camera, push a button. Actually, we could probably do it right now. Let me do it right now here. I mean, we could probably do it right now. I'm gonna need a pin. This will work. I need the camera. Pull that out. So let's, how do I do this again? Coral. How do I add a camera? Wi-Fi connected. I'm trying to remember how to add the camera. Add, not add a printer. Coral. Oh, camera. Add camera. Go through that. It's going to be a Wi-Fi camera. Okay, that. Okay, continue. Okay. Where's the button? Oh, they gave you a button now on the housing.
Starting the scan for QR code. Starting the scan for QR code. QR code scan. Stop scanning for QR. Wi-Fi connection failed.
I mean, Wi-Fi connection failed. Continue. Oh, is it the wrong?
Starting the scan for QR code. QR code scan. Stop scanning for QR code.
Let's see. I think I have to connect it to my other Wi-Fi first. Yeah.
Wi-Fi connection failed.
Yeah. Let me put on the other one.
Starting the scan for QR code. QR code scan. Stop scanning.
Let's see.
Successful.
There we go. Wi-Fi connection successful. So we are on Wi-Fi now. And it's just held up there with a magnet. So, printers, Coral. Camera. There we go. It's probably needs to update the firmware. But there's the camera view. So, probably needs to do an update. I think it updates automatically, so you just kind of have to wait for it to update. But it should be going faster because the camera in my other printer goes a lot faster. So that's the camera view. It's just in like 1080p 1 FPS right now. But you have to wait for it to update. So, because with the newer firmware, it moves a lot. The camera actually has a really high, like it's like a standard 30 frames per second, but it also does connect to 5 gigahertz. So I have to wait for this to decide to update. We'll show about the electronics. So obviously the printer is printing right now, so I can't spin it around. On the Friday stream, we will do some shenanigans with taking a look at the electronics. So today we just did an unbox and setup, and as you can see, the unbox and setup was, you know, pardon my français, but shit simple. I mean, I did more than I had to. For you, it will literally just be take it out of the box and you can print with it. Like, I set up the Wi-Fi, you don't need to set up the Wi-Fi. You can literally just take it out of the box and print. So, you can absolutely move it. I mean, I can, but I don't want to. I'm just gonna let it print. And then on the Friday stream, I'll show you the prints. And then we'll do a little bit more of a dive into it kind of stream on Friday. Today is just the unboxing stream. Okay, so we're good on flow rate still. That's good. Let's see, what do we have for flow? Okay, so we're good up to 30 millimeters cubed on the Venture XL, so that's good. For large prints, this is so much, yeah. There are mods to improve the angle of the camera because half the print plate. Oh yeah, I'm assuming like it's because it sits in the corner and it's a generic, like the angle is fine for the Core 1, but it's the same housing as the Core 1, like it's the same camera as the Core 1. It's the same camera, right? So yeah, you'd probably want to put in a different housing to angle it different for Core 1L because it's this to the bed is the same on both printers. The Core 1 and the Core 1L, from where the camera's seeing down to the bed is the same. So the Core 1L is bigger, so the bed goes out further, essentially. So. I just love how quiet it is. Look how clean that looks. Look how clean that looks. I will argue, and you could fight me on this, and I'm going to disagree with you. I really think the Core One is probably one of the better looking printers right now. Everyone else is doing beige boxes. This looks good. This looks so good. Everyone else is doing beige boxes. Also, I'm gonna have some Haribo. Take a look at the XY motors. They're the same as Core Ones. They are, as far as I'm aware, the same motors as the Core One. The gantry's the same. They're just bigger. What changed from Core 1 to Core 1L? Bigger. This is larger. The vent opens and closes automatically. The bed is aluminum. It is a cast aluminum bed. And it's an AC bed. So the bed is bigger. It's 300 by 300 by 330 versus the Core 1, which is 250 by 220 by 270, I believe. So, and the chamber, they say we'll get up to 60. We are going to be printing a lot of ABS on here because I got to print parts for a Delta. So we're going to be printing parts for the Delta Flyer on here. Once I'm happy with it and it goes on the shelf, this is going right into production, printing parts for a printer build. So. It also comes with the camera standard. It's got fans under the bed to circulate air in the chamber. Few other minor upgrades. Like there is stuff on here that if it, you know, would be kind of a nice thing to put on the Core 1, like the filament input. I really hope they port the way the filament comes in on here. You can't see it, but where the filament comes in on the side, there's a little switch you can pull. Oh, I think my camera just updated. I just heard it update. So let's see here. Wi-Fi connection successful. Okay. So now Coral should be getting the updated camera. Do you think they'll release a Core 1S upgrade? I don't know if there's enough to call it a Core 1S, but I would like to see some stuff kind of ported in. Okay, I'm gonna try and switch the, like, especially like the vent opening. Also, the top panel pops off now. It just pops off. It's held on with little tabs, so the top just pops off. So that's nice. Okay, let's see here. Connect to the right Wi-Fi.
Starting the scan for QR code.
Oh, wait, it failed. Shoot. Okay, so I guess it will not connect to the 5 gigahertz I have out here. That's annoying. Oh, well. That's annoying. Add camera, Wi-Fi camera. Okay, well. Like to see a Core 1 the size of a V0. The problem is scaling it down that way doesn't work the way you think. Like, it would be nice if you could scale down in that way, but scaling Core XY downward, you don't get anywhere near as good of a return as you do scaling upward. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Like, it just doesn't, because, like, think about it. The electronics costs are going to stay the same. The motors are going to stay the same cost. The amount of screws, the amount of bearings and all that pretty much stay the same. You still need belt and rods. They're just a little bit less of them. You're still going to need tooling to make all the stamped sheet metal. So it's less cost for the frame, but everything else stays the same. So having like a Core 1 and going bigger isn't as big of a jump as the savings you get from going smaller. So like a Core 1 Mini would be super cute, and I would love to see a Core 1 Mini using a PRUSA mini bed, for example. But I don't know economically if that's viable. Like, you would not be able to cost it anywhere near what a PRUSA mini costs. So here. Where's my step stool? 1 second. There we go. First layer looks a bit off. Nope, it's good. Maybe a little over extrusion, but first layer is fine. This is marble filament. This is marble filament, so you're going to see some inconsistency because of the marbliness of it. What kind of speed is it? It is whatever the default speeds are. If you want to know what the default speeds are, I will pull it up here. How many index tools do you reckon? I don't know, 8, 10 maybe? I don't know. Find out at Formnext. So yeah, for example, okay, so 0.2 speed profile on a PRUSA Core 1 L with PLA. These are your default speeds and feeds. So there's your speeds, and there's your excels. So. You can't see it online? You can see it online. This is it online with PRUSA Connect. It doesn't tell you your active speed right now. It tells you your temps though, but it doesn't tell you your active speeds and feeds, unfortunately. So. How many index on the Venture? I worked it out, it's like 30 something, but I didn't want to do that because it was kind of a waste, unfortunately. Do 30 for content. Problem is, I don't have anything that I would need that for. Like, I'm sure one of the 3D printing YouTubers will make a totally clickbait video where it's like, I put 80 tools on my XLR on my Gigastorm or whatever. Problem is, I have no need for 30 tools on a Venture XL. I don't know where I put all the filament for that. So it's like, yeah. Interu. How do I word this properly? If you see somebody has a data leak of information, by the way, that information wouldn't work for you because it's a lockdown network you can't do anything with. You don't scream it out loud. I love when people do that. It's called a DM. What's the best PRUSA to start with? If you're coming up to me and you're like, I want to buy a PRUSA and I don't know which one to buy, and you don't tell me any other information, I'm just going to say Core 1. Because I don't know. What's your budget? What are your use cases? Core 1 covers most people. You're good. I'm going to eat all these Haribos. So we're probably going to stream till about 7 today, I think. Look at it go. Look at really clean. So yeah, we'll probably stream till 7 tonight. So don't forget, we do a spool of filament giveaway at the end of every stream. So enter for your chance, link in the description. Get in all night. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you want to help support the channel I create, the content I do, you want to help support the content I create, and what do I wow, I completely forgot the saying I say every stream. Become a channel member. Said doo-doo. He said doo-doo. So I don't know what I'm going to put on this side, although I think they added some holes. Yeah, they added some mount holes there. On the back, if you want to know when my printer was built, it was built a week ago. The safety check for my printer was October 22nd. So, yeah. Well, okay, that explains why I'm having issues with poopy looking prints on the Venture XL. I'm printing at a speed. Yeah, I'm printing at a flow rate where it fails. That's why. That explains why it's looking like ass. Like, why is this printer printing bad? Core 1 is a tough sell, and I love PRUSA on Core 1, but a P2S with AMS price into this. Good thing nobody's forcing anyone to buy whatever printer they want, or forcing them to buy a specific printer. Guess what? I really don't care about multicolor. I personally prefer machines that I don't have to worry about at all, and if something goes wrong with it, I can fix it. And I don't care about multicolor. So for me, you know, the fact that I have 2 Core 1s on the shelf, and since I put them on the shelf, I haven't had to do a damn thing to them. And they have thousands of hours on it. And they've been great. That's what sells me a printer, is a printer that I don't have to do anything with. Like, don't get me wrong, I love printers that I can tinker around with. We just completely redid all the electronics on the Venture XL. I find that shit fun. I love it. But for printers where I just want, you sit there and make thing I tell you to make, that's a different criteria I judge them by. So, Yeah, the gantry on the Bamboo lap. Well, they've moved away. It is funny. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, welcome to the poo-poo on Bamboo section. It is funny how much stuff they did on the X1 and they sold it as a bonus, a feature, an upgrade that they've completely stopped doing. It's like, oh yeah, we put LiDAR on it. It's not really LiDAR, and it's such a good system, we didn't bother putting it on any printer since then. But we also have carbon fiber X-rods, so it can move faster. Yeah, those things wear out, and they create a bunch of dust, and it's actually a pain in the ass to deal with in the long term, so we completely stopped using them on all our other printers. It's like, maybe build a printer that just works, and you know it's gonna work for 5-10 years, instead of trying to make a marketing gimmick. Anyways. Do they have spaghetti detection working yet? Do they finally have the AI detection stuff working? All right, so let's see here. How much flow do I get with PLA? $30. So max flow with PLA on this machine is 30. Okay. Bamboo users have. I mean, here's the thing. I still recommend Bamboo printers to people, and I still recommend PRUSA printers to people. Guess what? They're tools. They're tools. Just use whatever tool you need for your use case and whatever you prefer. You know, we could all drive Honda Civics, but we don't, right? There are, you know, there is choice out there for a lot of stuff. So it's like, use what you want to use. Simple as that. Use what you want to use. If it meets your use case and your needs and everything like that, and you're happy with it, and you're good with it, and you're all hunky-dory, just use what you got. Simple as. Simple as. Handy model, 3D Benchy. Honda Civics, the LTT, and Mighty Marts. Oh yeah. I think Mighty Car Mods is like the oldest YouTube channel that I've subbed to that I still watch. Like, I've been subbed to them since like the early days of Mighty Car Mods. Hot glue gun and a plasma cutter. Got it. Yeah. I have a Bamboo X1, PRUSA Mark 4S, Voron 2.4, and trying the Bamboo and PRUSAs are both workhorses. I tell it to make parts, they make part. My Voron needs attention. Yeah, Vorons are a DIY kit printer. And it's like, it's only as good as you build it, and it's, you know, sometimes you just gotta tweak it and tune it. It doesn't come from a factory with standardized components. It is what it is. I didn't like PRUSAs for a long time because all they made were bed flingers. Well, to be fair, up until like, let's be honest, up until Bamboo came out with the X1 and the P1 series, the majority of printers out there were bed flingers. Like, the odd company did Core XYs, but they were nowhere near like as popular as they are now. I drive a Honda Civic so I can buy Prusa printers. There you go. And to be fair, right now, Prusas have a Black Friday sale going on right now. So if you're interested in picking up a printer cheap right now, I think right now the Mark IV is the cheapest it's ever been. Let me see here. So let me put it in Yankee Doodle dollars because majority of my audience is American. So like, let's see, what are the Black Friday prices? So right now, you get a Core 1 assembled. So these prices include tariffs and duties, I believe. Also, the Core 1L, if you order it now, it'll ship the week of the 24th. So if you order today, you get it within a month. Core 1 kit is $1,000. Mark IV kit is $699. If you have like anyone that you want to give a really good Christmas gift to, and they're into tinkering, engineering, modeling, STEM stuff at all, this at $699 is not a bad value, I think. Like, what are the gifts? What are the gifts that are included? What's the gift? I don't know what the gift is. I don't know what the gift is, but it comes with gifts. The Core 1s, I think the Core 1s all come with cameras now. Yeah, the Core 1 comes with a camera. The XL doesn't. Anyways. Plus shipping. Yeah, shipping is what it is. You can save on shipping if you're in the US and going through printed solid. The prices on printed solid also include, I think, the duties and all that. Because that's one thing what Prusa did is they include all your duties now, so you don't like, nothing is worse than, okay, oh, a printer's $9.99, add to cart. Okay, well now it's, you know, it's $9.99 plus tax. Okay, and then we got to add $200 for shipping. Okay, so then, okay, checkout. I finally got the final price. It's whatever it is, checkout. And then like 2 weeks later, the printer shows up at your door and UPS goes, yeah, you owe us like another couple hundred for tariffs or duties or whatever. And you're like, well, now the price is rolled in, so you don't have to worry about that. They do free FedEx shipping on the Core 1? Do they? Yeah, let's see. Core 1, kit, add to cart, proceed to checkout. So, not for Canada. Canada gets screwed. Canada, we get screwed. We get screwed in Canada. Also, I think my cart has like 2 Core 1s in it. Yeah, it's got a Core 1 and a Core 1L. Yeah. Get rid of that. Delete. Yeah. Ooh, don't accidentally dock myself and don't accidentally order a printer. Oh, in the US, yeah. Any experience with Diamondback neck extruders? Yeah, I have Core 1 2. Core 1 2, my second Core 1, the one that we built off the kit, has a Diamondback neck extruder nozzle in it. I love it. I love it. I don't have to worry about it at all. I love it. So. Yeah. So the printers are Core 1. Core 1 is called Core 1. And then my second Core 1 is called Core 1 2. And no, not 2. It's 2. It's Core 1 2. This one is called Coral. Coral! So this one's Coral. The gold Mark IV is Gold. My XL is just called XL because I'm very creative. The Mark IV with the MMU unit is called Moo. And then my Mark 3.5 is Dongle. Sam Squanch is my Mark 4S. Core 1 Chew. Chewy. Would you rather use Clipper or the Prusa firmware? On a Prusa, use the Prusa firmware. There is really no advantage to going Clipper on a PRUSA, in my opinion. It doesn't make any it doesn't make any sense putting Clipper on a PRUSA printer, in my opinion. The stock firmware for a PRUSA printer is just so dang good, and it's just so tuned for the machine. It's like you don't really need to worry about it. Like, what do you get from adding Clipper? You can maybe get a little bit more performance out of it with like some of the bleeding edge, you know, calibration stuff. But honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Especially when like, well, now you're on a completely different stream of updates. Are Best Buys in Canada even selling bamboo printers? I have no idea. I haven't been into a Best Buy in a long time. Best Buy Canada. I have no idea. Block. You don't need to know where I'm at. 3D printer. What does Best Buy have for 3D printers? So according, yeah. So if I go to Best Buy Canada, Best Buy only, so it's not their like web store where anyone can put stuff up. There's some Anchor Make filament, $75 for 2-pack, and a bunch of 2D printers. Bamboo. Yeah. Nope, not in Canada. Still can't do. No, PRUSAs have input shaping. PRUSAs have input shaping. Where'd it go? Oh, sorry. Venture XL. There is no Venture XL. The Venture XL is offline right now. I'm getting it ready to set up a print. I gotta just power cycle it because for some reason the screen stopped working, and I don't know why the screen stopped working on it. We were playing around with it earlier today, and the screen just decided to stop working. I don't know why. Okay, now the screen's working again. There we go. Okay. Would love to see a comparison between this sort of release and the Stone Wolf. Well, the Stone Wolf is a completely different type of machine. Like, I don't know if it's going to be fully pre-built or it's a kit printer. It's definitely not the same type of production levels, and I don't think it's the same price. It's a completely different type of machine. So, what? Core 1L has the accelerometer built in. I mean, to be fair, you don't really need an accelerometer in a Core 1. So here's the thing. When it comes to input shaping, we all, you know, you run the tune. The thing is, a lot of us are running input shaping on machines that we built ourselves. So there's going to be a lot of variables at play. The difference between one Core 1 and another Core 1 that comes off the assembly line at PRUSA isn't going to be much. Like, if you do the belt auto tune and your belts are all tuned exactly the same based off the auto tune, all your input shapes should be relatively within a margin of error to each other. So if you already know what the value of an ideal input shape is on an ideal Core 1, you really don't need an accelerometer to rerun the input shape on every printer, right? Because it's like they're all going to be within margin of error of each other. So 5/8 of a turn. Good old 5/8 of a turn. Input shaping changes whether the surface it is. It does. I'll be honest, it does. And I have tested it. But it's not as much as you think. The difference between doing an input shaper tune on a printer. So put it this way, the Venture XL. Okay, good example. The Venture XL, the big 600mm Core XY I have on the other side of the garage. I have it on wheels. I can wheel it around and I can lock the wheels in place. If I run input shaper with the wheels unlocked and then run it with the wheels locked, the difference is like 4%, which is nowhere near the difference from no input shaper and having input shaper. Like, I think the value for like X went from like ZV79 to like 76 or something like that, or the other way around. It did not change that much. So yes, in a perfect world, you always want to rerun input shaper. Honestly, belt tension is the biggest thing. If anytime you mess with belt tension, you want to rerun input shaper. But for like having the printer on like one solid wooden bench versus on the floor versus on like a shelving unit, you are going to see a variable, but it shouldn't be that big of a variable. So Stone Wolf webpage is 1433 pounds for the fully assembled and 1254 pounds. So that's like over $2,000, $3 grand Canadian. Do you know when the Core 1L kit? I don't think they will be doing kits for the Core 1L, unfortunately. It's a mains bed, which can be problematic in some regulatory areas. Some areas you can't work on mains voltage without a license. It is what it is. So I do not know if kits are going to be like a complete no-no, or if it's like they're in no rush to do kits kind of thing. So, anyone print with PET, CF, or GF15 yet? Close to the same parameters as Music Man. I would suggest doing a calibrate. Do a couple little test sprints. Make sure, see what you got to do. They might look into making Core 1Ls, but there's no rush. Yeah. There is other useful data. There is. But it's got to be data that's got to be worth it. Like, it's got to be something that the end user actually actively benefits from, and not just like, you know, either marketing gimmick, cough, cough, LiDAR, cough, or it's something that makes more sense to have it in like a machine in a lab, calibrate that, get settings and processes and whatever off that, and then just take the data you learn and disseminate it for firmware updates. It's, for example, like input shaping, right? You can do input shaping on one PRUSA printer, get the values for it, and copy and paste it onto every other PRUSA printer of the same family. And as long as they're all built the same and they have the same belt tension, which it's really easy to do, your input shaping value should be the same, or roughly within margin of error. So. Eat dinner. Mark 3S. For me, would go back to stock, would have to buy a new hot end and buy new fans. What should I do? If you're having like, so you're buy a new hot end, buy a new fan. I mean, you could use it as an Zachary, if you don't want to go back to stock, like if you need to replace the hot end and the fan, you could always look into getting like an aftermarket tool head. You could look into some of the aftermarket tool heads, use a different hot end, a different extruder. Like the Mark III platform is pretty mature, so there's a ton of options out there for what you can play with. So, but they added the accelerometer to the L, so it's either a good reason or it's super cheap to do so. Could be A, could be B. Could be A, could be B. It looks so weird having the top off. Being able to like look up into it and just like see above it, because I took the top panel off because it just pops off. I just like the fact it's not loud. Like, I just like the fact that the printer is not stupid loud. Put a Revo on a Mark III. There you go. Also, the back fans are going. So the two fans in the back are both actively venting. So even if we had the door closed and the top on with the vent open, it's actively drawing in cool air. Why not looking to upgrading to a Mark 3.9 or something? Well, he says he needs to, they need to get a new hot end and new fans. So upgrading to a 3.9, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm of the opinion the only upgrade that makes sense for a Mark III is 3.5. Going to a 3.9, you might as well just get a Mark IV kit, especially with a Mark IV kit right now being $669 for an all-in kit. Get the Mark IV kit and spend 50 bucks on a new hot end and just get the Mark III working again. Heck, get a Raspberry Pi 02, connect that thing directly to the buddy board over UART, do it that way, and then flash it to Clipper. Put Clipper on a Mark III with a better hot end and have fun. That's what I would do. Revo's 100 bucks. Well, get a Tringle Bob hot end or something. I mean, my Mark 3.5 is fully stock. It is fully stock PRUSA. It's whatever a Mark 3S had, or Mark 3S Plus, and then upgraded to 3.5. 3.5 is just the electronics from a Mark IV. And I think it's the best option, in my opinion. Tried to connect UART, but my header wouldn't break off. You have to solder it on. It's best to get a Pi 02 without the header and just solder on the pins that you need. Also, you got to get longer pins. It is a bit annoying, but you do have to get longer pins. There we go. Need longer pins. Look up the manual. Look it up in the manual, adding a Pi 0 to a Mark III. It's just the way it mounts through the buddy board if you want to do it over GPIO. But you need longer pins. If you look up the manual, and it'll show you why. They need to be longer because they have to reach back through the board. It's a funky looking squirrel. This is the weirdest squirrel ever. It's a helmet. We're you know, as some people would say, PRUSA now has a helmet class machine. I don't know who made that term up. Personally, I find it's kind of weird to call like certain printers helmet class, but apparently like 300 is a helmet class printer because we all need to print Mando helmets or something. I think I threw out like a dozen of them the other day. Did I get rid of them? I don't know. I could have sworn I had a bunch of Mandalorian helmets somewhere I threw out. Anyways, this will print your helmet. This will print a helmet. Later, let me see here. Helmet. What do we got for helmet? Helmet. Helmet 5. What is helmet 5? There you go. Look, you could print a Mando helmet on a PRUSA. So let's see here. So let's see here. So let's rotate you that way. Actually, Control Z. We want to pivot you down a bit. There we go. Pivot you that way. Center. Support on build plate only. Brim. So PRUSA speed, PLA. Paint on supports. Oh, what's in here? Smart fill. Want brim there, there. There we go. It's kind of like how companies call everything their flagship now. It's a flagship machine, and I'm like, marketing gimmick. Yeah, my computer wigs out. It has to do with the encoder. See Elgato capture card freaks out when you do slicing. Does this seem really accurate? I mean, you can't really see because I'm printing a kind of a bright filament, but let's see here. Let's see, can I? There you go. How's that layer stacking look? Oh, sorry. Support enforcers only. Task manager. That looks pretty good. Well, it's also marble filament. That's as close as I can focus. So it's marble filament. So marble filament, you know, it's almost as bad as printing a carbon fiber filament for judging a print. It's like cheating. Okay, so there you go. So it'll print a Mando helmet in with the stock PLA speed profile with supports. It'll print it in 18 hours in normal mode. So 18 hours to print a Mando helmet on a Core 1L. There you go. It's not too shabby. Yeah, the helmet should be done by Friday. Like the Friday stream, today's Wednesday. So tomorrow we'll do a fun little Twitch stream in the morning. And then Friday we will do a recap stream on this and a more in-depth diving into this machine. We'll take some stuff off. We'll look at the electronics and whatnot. So we'll do that on Friday. So today was just get it out, get it set up and get it working. And that's what we're doing now. Volume of the Mando helmet? I don't know. There you go. There's all your deets. It's 700 grams of filament, roughly. Also, it is really windy outside right now. So if I lose the power, I lose the power. What's Twitch? Nero 3D on Twitch. Nero 3D. There we go. Look at it go. I am so happy also that PRUSA switched a lot of their farm to PCCF. So if you haven't seen, I finally have a picture of me in the PRUSA farm. Let me pull it up here. Where is it? I don't think any of these leak anything personal, but so that's me in the PRUSA farm. So if you can see, all the machines that have a door in front of them are printing PCCF. So all the ones that have like a yellow front face, for the most part, are PCCF. So they have moved a lot of the farm over to PCCF now instead of PETG. So, and then they are doing injection molding on parts, like the screen is injection molded. I think is the front plate? I think this plate right here is also injection molded, I think. I think it is. It looks injection molded. A lot of it's still printed though. There's a lot less printed parts in a Core 1 than a Mark IV. What's the chamber temp? Room temp right now, because there's no top panel. But they say it'll get to 60 in the chamber. So yeah. What's going on with the new spool holder? It's just a spool holder. It's a bit chunkier than the old one. So the spools shouldn't pop off. Unfortunately, it doesn't. You could just print a different attachment to make it longer, I guess. I don't know what the plan is there. But it's now a two-part spool holder. So if you want to change out the spool holder, you don't need to unscrew it anymore. You just print a new extension and just lock it in. So it just mounts into the frame like that. Although I'll be honest, I wish it held 2 kilogram spools. This machine is at the point where you want to be feeding it more than 1 kilogram spools. Like, you can easily print stuff on here that would take up more than 1 kilogram of filament. So it would have been nice if they came with a stock spool holder that would fit the larger 2 kilogram spools. At least the larger 2 kilogram PRUSA spools. Like, that would have been nice to see. So. Steve's streaming today too? Oh, shoot. But this actually, I'm actually kind of surprised how well this went together. Because there really wasn't much to this. It just went together. Let me see here. Who can I redirect to? Who is also live that I can redirect you guys to? What time does Steve go live today? Set you up to go to Steve. There. I'll set you. You guys should be bumped to Steve when the stream ends. love that swing arm. The swing arm is so nice for keeping. One of the things I like, this is one of those like weird little nitpicky things that don't matter, but I like it. The Bowden tube doesn't rub on the top of the printer. The fact that like the umbilical and the Bowden tube aren't like mushed up against the top of the printer. I think my K1C did it. I think one of the Cheaties I had did it. There's a couple printers that I've played with that have done that. And it's kind of annoying when they're, because they vibrate and they rattle. The fact that this doesn't get anywhere near the top is kind of nice. Like they made it a little bit taller so they didn't have to do that. So, okay, let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway because I gotta end the stream actually. So let's do the giveaway. If you did not enter to win your chance to win some POLYMAKER filament, link in the video description. You have like 1 minute. I will give you 1 minute to enter. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Your name pops up right here on the screen if you subscribe. See, Riva Park was the newest sub. Do you want your name here? Subscribe. And while you're down there, check out the links. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra. Go a long way in supporting the channel. If you want to learn more about this printer or buy one, link in the description as well. And if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. It's the best way to support the channel, and other people get awesome perk as well from being a channel member. You have until I finish eating these gummies. Nom nom nom. Nom nom. Nom nom. Haribo Golden Baron. Kids and grown-ups love it, so the happy world of Haribo. And these are the actual Czech ones, which means they're like good. The Enigma Blade, thank you for becoming a channel member. Cheers and appreciate it. Tang Fastic. I have never heard of those in my life. The Core 1L doesn't come as a kit, so there's no build manual to tell you when to eat them. It's just you take the printer out of the box, you plug it in, turn it on. There's your setup. I ran the belt tuning wizard, which took me 2 minutes, and I updated the firmware, which took me 2 minutes. Setting up the Wi-Fi took the longest, which was scan a QR code. Like, it's ready to go out of the box. We did an 8-minute benchy. To be fair, it's lightning infill and it's one wall, but it did an 8-minute benchy. And now we're printing a 1.5-day print because YOLO. All right, let's do this giveaway because it is not a normal stream night for me and the little guy's got to go to bed and all that jazz. Okay, published, accepting responses, no more accepting responses. Copy all the names, copy. Save. Marvel's on stream. There we go. Wi-Fi is in a docket. No, it's pretty simple. You scan a QR code, or you type in your credentials on your phone, and you touch your phone to the back of the printer on the NFC tag. It's surprisingly simple. And then you have to restart, which I did. Random bots. Actually, I'm gonna add the bots. Add names. Clear. Open. Names. So finish 277. Nice. 277. Random match. Play. All right. Oh wow. Why did it start me way out here? I gotta zoom in. Okay, how this works is if you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. Nice and simple, right? Well, guess what? If I pick your ball and your ball wins, you also get a free hat. So this ball right here is looking very lonely. Ron E. If you win, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament from POLYMAKER. Good luck. Exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you're subscribed to the channel or you gift subs, I'm not going to say it's going to help improve your odds. But now that I've gone ahead and mentioned it, are you really willing to risk it? See, Marcel was willing to risk it and it got booped back. Look at all the people falling off the map. Where are you guys going? That's not where you go. I have a sliver in my finger. Quit falling off the map, guys. You're not supposed to fall off the map. Oh, James Weirhead. James with the sneaky snipe. Okay, James, you have the lead, but oh, okay. You have the lead, James, but you gotta not blow it now. You have it's all on you, James. Come on, don't blow it, James. Okay, put a 2 in chat if you think James is gonna blow his lead. Put a 2 in chat if you think James is gonna blow his lead. They're already catching up to you, James. You had all the advantage in the world. No. Okay, Robert's in the lead. Good luck, Robert. You got this, Robert. I believe in you. I believe in you, Robert. Zachary, I've always believed in you, Zachary. I know you can win it, Zachary. I've always believed in you since the beginning of the match. I knew you were a winner at heart. I knew it. I knew it. See, I called it from the beginning. I knew Zachary would win. I knew Zachary would win. Okay, Zachary, you will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from POLYMAKER. Congratulations. Don't forget to check POLYMAKER out right now. They are doing their Black Friday sale. There is a link in the video description to it. It is an affiliate link, but they are having up to 45% off right now on filaments. So if you want to stock up for the Christmas season, now would be the time. Okay, let me just get this form set up so you guys can watch that while I just quickly take care of this. Did I spell my email correctly? I did not. It's today. And a spool of filament. Or sent. There we go. Look at it go. This is going pretty smooth. What's this? Head of sales. Who are you? You're spam. Freaking spam. There's a reference code. Okay, cool. Send that out. So Zachary, you should be getting your email right now. Congratulations on winning the filament from POLYMAKER. Golf claps in chat. Okay, so we're gonna call it there. Tomorrow there'll be a Twitch stream in the morning just to hang out. Twitch stream, probably play some games. But Friday, we will do another stream. Not necessarily on the Core 1, but the Core 1 is going to be on the desk. The Coral will be on the desk. So I'm going to print with this today and tomorrow. And then we'll talk about it too on Friday, some initial impressions, whatnot. We'll try and make a list of things to cover in the inevitable review video I do, things you guys want to know and whatnot. But I will say initial impressions are very good. I mean, we've only done one print so far, a benchy, a speed benchy. And now we're doing a 1.5 day long helmet print because YOLO. But like, it's the Core 1, which I really like, but biggerer. So that means it's betterer. And also has some other upgrades. So yeah. So shout out to PRUSA for providing the Core 1L that you see on the stream today. We will dive into this more in the future. You will be seeing this on the channel quite often because it's going to be on the shelf over there. So you'll just see it. Actually, I might move this downstairs so I have an enclosed printer in the basement other than a Voron. We'll see. We'll see. Shout out to POLYMAKER for the spool filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. Affiliate links don't cost you anything extra, a long way in supporting the channel. YouTube disclosure, anything provided free of charge. I'm not paid to endorse, review, blah, 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 blah. Words and opinions are my own, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, this is a live stream, so I'm not seeing anything ahead of time. Yada, yada, yada. YouTube's disclosure there. And for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'm Taylor Canuck Creator. I'm calling it there because it's a Wednesday night and I don't normally stream and I got to go do family stuff. And this was the PRUSA Core 1L. Carl!